Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, my dear friends, my dear YouTube viewers, my dear students. So today I am going to discuss about the topic breathing and exchange of gases. So generally, what is a respiration? The process of exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with the carbon dioxide produced by the cell is called breathing. Okay, and commonly it is also known as your respiration, but just a simple difference is that in breathing only the exchange of gas occurs, but in the respiration our cell by the process of your oxidation, okay, it oxidized the food materials to get energy. Okay, so generally there is a simple difference between the breathing and respiration. What is the difference? The difference is that in the breathing only gas exchange occur, but in the respiration our gas exchange occur as well as the food is oxidized to form the different kinds of energy like ATP, NADPH, FAD. Okay, so generally there are some respiratory organs found in our different animal kingdoms. Okay, the first one is your general body surface. It is generally found in different sponges, coelenterata, and different flatworm also. Okay, and the moist skin. See, moist skin also act as a very much interesting thing that it exchange the gases. Okay, it is generally found in the frogs and earthworms. After that, the third one is the tracheal tube. The tracheal tube generally found in case of most of the insects like the mosquitoes, flies, etc. And the fourth one is gills. Gills is found in different aquatic arthropods, different molluscs, and different fishes. Okay, generally gills is generally we can say different aquatic animals we can say. Okay, and lungs, it is a very specialized and developed kind of respiratory organ, and it is generally found in the higher order of vertebrates like the reptiles, birds, and mammals. Okay, so this is the general respiratory organ idea about the respiratory organ. Come to the next one, the pharynx. So what is a pharynx? Generally, pharynx is a passage which is common for food and air. It is a very important thing. It is very important for your paper point of view, for your different competitive examination. Okay, so there may be some question like that. What is the common passage for both food and air? Okay, this is the pharynx. Okay, and in the human, the pair of airs is passes. Okay, here is a schematic diagram of how the air is going through the nostrils or the nasal passage to the alveolar part of the lungs. Okay, so this is the general idea. So here we can watch over it. This is the first external nostrils. Okay, we have one pair of external nostril, then the nasal chamber, after that the nasopharynx. Okay, nasopharynx is the anterior part of the pharynx, okay, which is nearest to the nasal chamber. After that your pharynx. Okay, here is another passage, that is your pharynx. Okay, pharynx is both passage for the air and food. So here pharynx will be present. Okay, pharynx will be present. After that your larynx. Okay, after that, that is trachea, then the primary bronchioli, then the secondary bronchioli, tertiary bronchioli, and the bronchiolar networks. That means the tertiary bronchioli have some branched aperture, branched structure known as the bronchioles network, and the bronchial networks having the end form is the alveoli. So what is alveoli? So alveoli is a balloon like structure. It is a sac like structure. Okay, when the air goes through it, it expanded, and when the air goes out from the alveoli, it get reduced. Okay, its volume. Got it? So this is the general idea about how your um, respiration is going on. Okay, this is the general schematic diagram. Okay, so after that, my dear friends, the respiration followed by the two parts. One is inspiration, another is expiration. So what is inspiration? So inspiration is a process in which okay, in which air goes into the lungs is known as your inspiration. And expiration, what is expiration? Expiration is a process in which the air present inside the lungs is goes out and the lungs become relaxed. Okay, my dear friends, so this is the general idea. After that, the alveoli. So alveoli is the primary site for the exchange of the gas. So alveoli is a part where the exchange of gas occur, having that is the both oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Okay. So after that, the partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. As the partial pressure of oxygen in the atmospheric air is high, that is 159, in alveoli is 104. Okay, so what will happen when there is a lack of oxygen inside the alveoli? The external gas that is having the oxygen is come into the lungs, okay, by your partial pressure, by your kind of diffusion, okay, so that the air goes into our body, known as your inspiration. And when the inside the alveoli the partial pressure goes above, okay, go on increasing, then what will happen? And when it crosses the atmospheric pressure, then what will happen? Then uh, the oxygen or air inside the alveoli get out from the alveolar part to the atmospheric air by the process of your partial pressure. Okay, this is the general idea. Okay, my dear friends, after that, the respiratory values and the capacities. So here we are going to watch the respiratory volumes and capacity. So the first one is the tidal volume. Okay, what is a tidal volume? It is the residue. It is the volume of a alveoli. Okay, this is known as tidal volume. What is inspiratory reserve volume? It is the inspiration process by which that amount of air is goes inside our lungs. After that, what is expiratory reserve value? So expiratory reserve value is the amount of your air which must be present, or which can carry by the lungs, okay, and residual value. So after expiration, that amount of that volume of air is present inside the lungs is known as your residual volume. Okay, so this is the general idea. After that, your next thing is the blood transport oxygen in the form of oxyhemoglobin. So we know, my dear friends, when oxygen goes across with the hemoglobin, it attach with the hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin. Very important thing. Okay, and when the oxygen bind with hemoglobin, it in a reversible manner to form oxyhemoglobin. Each hemoglobin molecule carry maximum 4 molecule of oxygen. Okay, so when oxygen plus hemoglobin is added, okay, so then we can say the hemoglobin having the chain. Okay, so just think that hemoglobin having the chain of having 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in every chain oxygen molecule is attached. Okay, so this is very important thing. So here this is very important thing. In every chain oxygen molecule is attached. So my dear friends, in one molecule of hemoglobin it can carry the 4 molecule of oxygen. So this is the general idea, and it form the oxyhemoglobin form. Okay, so after that, my dear friends, oxygen dissociation curve. So what is the oxygen dissociation curve? So here we watch that. So this is the graph. So this is like the sigmoid curve, like this kinds of, okay, this is like the sigmoid curve. Okay, so why it is known as sigmoid curve? Because when there is oxygen required, it increases. Okay, and when oxygen is attached with the suppose I'm going to discuss. Suppose you think that suppose I'm just wait. Suppose this is the first oxygen, this is the second oxygen, this is the third oxygen, and this is the fourth oxygen. Okay, so when the first oxygen attached with the hemoglobin molecule, the oxygen affinity is increasing. After that, when the second molecule is added, its oxygen affinity also increasing as it is described in the graph. So as the graph is increasing, so the oxygen affinity is also going on increasing. So when the third molecule oxygen is attached and the oxygen affinity also increasing, and in the final form when the fourth molecule is attached, the oxygen affinity goes on in constant manner, and after that the oxygen density is oxygen affinity is gone decreasing. Okay, so this is the idea about the oxygen dissociation curve. Okay, my dear friends, this is the general idea. So next, when the how the carbon dioxide is transported by the blood. So we have read about how the oxygen is transported by the form of oxyhemoglobin. So now comes the next one, the how the carbon dioxide is transported in the bloodstream. So generally the carbon dioxide is transported by three form, my dear friends. The first one is carbaminohemoglobin, second one is the bicarbonate, and the third one is the dissolved in plasma. So first one I am going to discuss. What is carbaminohemoglobin? When carbon dioxide is attached with the hemoglobin, it known as carbaminohemoglobin. Okay. So it is at about 20 to 25% of the total carbon dioxide gas, which is transported in the blood. Okay. After that, the bicarbonate. So when my dear friend, when hydrogen gas is attached with the carbon dioxide, okay, when hydrogen is attached with the carbon dioxide, it forms your what? It forms your bicarbonate ion. Very very important, HCO3. Okay, it forms a bicarbonate, and in the bicarbonate form, the most of the carbon dioxide gas is transported. Okay, because why? Now in our bloodstream the hydrogen ions are moving side by side. So when carbon dioxide gas get attached with the hydrogen gas, it from the bicarbonate ion. Okay, and it carries the 70% of our total carbon dioxide gas. The next one is the dissolved in plasma. So how plasma is dissolved? Mostly the plasma carries the carbon dioxide gas at about 7%. It is very rare. Okay, when the other things are very less, then the next thing is dissolved in plasma. Okay, but in case of, we can say, the bicarbonate and the carbaminohemoglobin is the most of the carbon dioxide gas are carrying. Okay, after that, my dear friends, the respiratory rhythm center. What is respiratory rhythm center? The respiratory rhythm center is the place which is present in the medulla region. That is the pneumotoxic center present in the pons region. Okay, in our brain. Okay, so it is, we can say, this is, if this is our brain, then we can say this is the posterior side of our brain, and the we can see the pons region. So here medulla oblongata present. So in the medulla oblongata region, we have the respiratory rhythm center. When it is disturbed, our respiration go on stopped. Okay, and the patient may be die. Okay, so after that, the asthma. So asthma is a problem. This is due to the inflammation of the bronchi and bronchiole. So how asthma is formed? So when the bronchi and bronchiole having the inflammation, having the fungal inflammations, then also asthma forms. Okay, so this is the general idea. After that, you have seen that the medulla oblongata region, okay, having the dorsal and ventral part. So the dorsal part having the normal respiration, okay, and the ventral part having the enhanced respiration. So my dear friend, when we are going on just walk, or when we are sitting in our drawing room or bedroom, just normal respiration occur, and it is done by the dorsal area of our medulla oblongata. Okay, but when we are keep on work out in our different exercise places like gyms, we are running. Okay, then we need some more oxygen in order to get energy. Okay, then enhanced respiration is required, and this is only done by the ventral side of our medulla oblongata. Okay, generally this is the idea. Okay, so in our next class we are going to discuss about the next thing. Okay, this is for today. Thanks for watching.